Ready for a trip down memory lane? Today, we explore the world of Street Fighter and the pop culture references that have made this legendary fighting game series so iconic. From memorable quotes to hidden Easter eggs, get ready to discover the secret behind Street Fighter's lasting impact on pop culture. And we'll also take a look at the unexpected hobbies of some of the franchise's most iconic characters. So come along and let's revisit the world of Street Fighter. Without further ado, let me welcome you to the Street Fighterverse. As more generations appreciate the legacy Capcom's franchise over the past years, it is appropriate for those generations to display their affection with different styles and forms of attire, as an expression of the love for the characters like Ryu or Chun-Li. One of the most important forms of the attire the culture represents is stapled in its footwear. In the Street Fighter franchise, the importance of footwear in its characters is of most importance. Characters like Guy wears a pair of high-top Nike Dunks to have an intentional contrast to the rest of his traditional outfit. Japanese fashion label Onitsuka Tiger, designed in collaboration with Street Fighter V, are reminiscent to the classic trainers worn by Chun-Li when she was rocking her bodysuit look in the Street Fighter Alpha. As a company, Nike has also made the Nike Evo, Nike EVO, Markman Air Force One pair of sneakers in celebration of the Evo number 37 moment, or better known as the Daigo Pari, the semi-final match held at Evolution Championship Series 2004 between Daigo Umehara and Justin Wong, where Daigo made one of the most memorable moments in fighting game history. Not only in clothing has Street Fighter laid their influence, but in music as well. Street Fighter 2 and its lineage has appeared in lyrics and hip-hop trap instrumentals. Bad Bunny has verse lyrics expressing his admiration for the Hadouken, made famous by the likes of Ryu and Ken. Trinidadian rapper and singer Nicki Minaj has also expressed her love for the Street Fighter character Chun-Li, with a song named after Chun-Li and using her name in the lyrics. Lupe Fiasco also catered his admiration to the Street Fighter franchise and also managed to fight Daigo in a friendly exhibition match. The elements of hip-hop in Street Fighter 3 and the fact that super producer heavyweight Just Blaze did the Super Street Fighter 4 music for its promotion solidifies its roots to the urban culture. Street Fighter has also been keen to many pop culture references in movies, series, and mangas all over the world. In movies, Ryu makes 3 cameo appearances in Disney's animated film, Wreck-It Ralph, where Kyle Hebert reprises his voice role in the film. First, a 16-bit Ryu and Ken notices that the arcade is closed and decides to take a break and head off to the tapper bar. Later, a computer-animated Ryu can be spotted as one of the customers the root beer tapper has to serve. Then, Ryu can be seen passing by Ralph for a couple of seconds as Ralph is looking for a medal. Finally, he is seen in the credits in the car-breaking bonus stage alongside Wreck-It Ralph. M. Bison appears in Wreck-It Ralph, where he makes a speech in Ralph's villain support group, alongside Zangief. Ryu and Chun-Li also make a cameo appearance in the movie Ready Player One. In the American Dad episode, Best Little Horror House in Langley Falls, Toshi's sister, Akiko, dresses up as Chun-Li for Halloween. In Season 9, Episode 14 of Family Guy, Peter fights the laundromat owner in E-Honda stage, making a super funny reference to Street Fighter worthy of an Emmy. Apart from Street Fighter's most successful crossovers, in the Simpsons game, Ryu appears as an enemy. In the stage, Game Over. In the indie fighting game Skullgirls Second Encore on the River King Casino stage, one of the 2 dogs that can be seen there is dressed as Guile, and the other one is dressed as Chun-Li. This was actually submitted by a Kickstarter backer to be put in the game. Street Fighter has also had their own comics and diverse mangas, but they also have managed to be an influence in other mangas. For example, Guile appears prominently in Rensuke Oshikiri manga, High Score Girl, both as protagonist Haruo Yaguchi's favorite Street Fighter character and also serving as a sort of spirit advisor who gives Haruo advice on life and love. In our list of unusual things you wouldn't expect from Street Fighter characters to do, we find ourselves with the hobbies and likes of our favorite muscle man wrestling champion, Zangief. You might know him for his strong disposition as a fighter, strong-willed and firm Russian comrade, but there's more that meets the eye. It turns out Zangief has a more artistic side to him. Zangief loves to dance as one of his hobbies. In the Ultra Street Fighter 4 profile, it states that he prefers to dance Cossack dancing. This is a choreographed dance made to appear full of improv. Much of the seemingly improvised parts involve solo dancers, usually male, performing visually and technically amazing acrobatic feats. These include jumps and spins, and are usually the highlight of their performance. In other hobbies, Zangief likes to wrestle with bears. Next on our list, it shouldn't come as a surprise, considering that she is a master of deception. Former undercover SIN operative, C. Viper, has a way to infiltrate very dangerous crime rings and organizations, but when she is not investigating major crime lords, in the Street Fighter World Warrior Encyclopedia, it states that she enjoys doing magic tricks in her downtime. Even though it's not stated which magic tricks are her favorites, we can be sure that she will be great at them. If you're familiar with the 80s movies Short Circuit and the lovable robot called Johnny 5, you might find that one Street Fighter character and him share a common pastime that most of us would consider unusual. If you haven't watched the movie, this amazing robot loves to speed read every book he gets his little robot hands on. It is said that the Street Fighter character G loves speed reading as well. He also enjoys bedrock baths and giving speeches, which kind of correlates with his love for public speaking. When this Street Fighter character is not creating mayhem in bar rooms and pubs, even though not unusual, in his spare time he enjoys what most do or can relate to. The British punk rocker Birdie, apart from bar brawling and wrestling, he loves to drink beer, beef jerky, and eats lots of food. Many Street Fighter characters like E Honda and El Fuerte love to cook. While some of them might not be as successful, there is one particular Street Fighter character that dominates cooking, especially the Italian side of cuisine. When he is not battling evil with his partner Ryu, Ken Master loves to cook different Italian-based dishes. Considering that Ken Master's Street Fighter 2 profile stated that he likes spaghetti, his relationship with Italian cuisine is quite amusing. However, in the Ultra Street Fighter 4 profile, it was revealed that he crafted the noodles from scratch. Ken Masters has many abilities. For example, he is a master martial artist, hotel business tycoon, but none of them point out that he is also a great chef. We might know him as a real American, a guy that fights for the rights of every man. I mean, a real American, a guy that fights for what's right, a guy that fights for his life. But most of us know him by guile. When he is not fighting the enemy forces of M. Bison and the Shadow Lu, he is usually sharing time with his family Julia and Amy. That's right, he practices what he preaches. But in all seriousness, he does enjoy drinking his good old American coffee, listening to some good old country music jams, and watching his favorite John Wayne cowboy movies. That's right, pilgrims. He is one shot away from being in a Marlboro ad campaign. Apart from loving his hair, he also likes collecting American-made cars. An example of one of his cars can be seen in the Street Fighter 2 animated movie. Guile drives a blue 66 GT 350 on the busy New York streets on his way to save Chun-Li from being killed by Vega. Even though this character is very old and at most of the time lives isolated from society, he has an unusual hobby. After he does his training, nothing hits Oro better than sitting back comfortably and watching some movies. That's right, nothing more relaxing for a lonely hermit than watching some films while catching a break. I wonder where exactly he watches these movies. I mean, he lives in a cave. Do electricity companies light up caves? So what did you like about Street Fighter? Let us know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on new theories and info. Thank you for watching. This has been your Street Fighter host. Welcome to the center stage. Our new Discord server. There you can talk with us, chat about current events going on in Street Fighter, information, theories, and lore. We'll leave the link in the description box below. We want to thank everyone for tuning in and becoming part of this Street Fighter community. We want to thank you for your positive comments towards our channel because it only habilitates us to grow even more. From the Street Fighterverse crew, we thank you.